Talk to Andrew Morton, talk to Tom Bauer. All of these people that have written books about her have been like, it's a struggle to get to the truth of who this female was before she meets Prince Harry, because she's reinvented herself so many times throughout the last 44 years. 20 years ago, that woman would not be able to marry a working member of the British royal family. Even though she's an actress, even though she's playing a role, that is just beneath the British royal family.
Okay, buckle up, because what I'm about to tell you is the kind of thing that makes you pause the video, screenshot the screen, and send it to your group chat immediately. Because Meghan Markle's name just showed up somewhere it absolutely was not supposed to be.
Meghan and Harry tried to discredit certain media outlets because they don't like what they're going to say. It's so bizarre to me because while he complains about it, he does the same thing that everybody else does, that the royal family does.
Oh, exactly. No, they're all trading information and trying to protect their principles. But even with, my story with him and the fight with Andrew, which was, a paragraph in my book, he wrote to a number of American papers saying it was inaccurate, and they withdrew their interviews.
And the internet has completely lost its mind, and honestly, same. Royal biographer Andrew Lowney. Yes, that Andrew Lowney, the man who has made a career out of making palace insiders sweat through their blazers, just dropped his bombshell book entitled The Rise and Fall of the House of York, a book that was supposed to be about Prince Andrew, about the Yorks, about one of the messiest chapters in modern royal history.
Is a new book by Andrew Lowney entitled The Rise and Fall of the House of York. I've said entitled so many times in the last 2 weeks, Andrew. I wonder if I've said it as much as you have.
Absolutely. No, there have been lots of obstacles placed in ahead of me. The Yorks themselves refused to cooperate and told their friends not to cooperate. I've had legal letters from them, from the Duchess, even before the book was published.
And somehow, Meghan Markle's name ended up in there. And the moment it did, the entire internet pivoted. Because that is what happens every single time Meghan Markle enters a room, a conversation, a book, a rumor, or a zip code. The whole story shifts, and we need to talk about why. Now listen, Lowney did not accuse Meghan of anything.
Ever seen someone so desperate to tell us about herself pull back so much, be so bizarrely private?
You're only putting out all this PR shit to boost your public image.
Hi, sweetheart, what's your name?
Let's be crystal clear. He did not point a finger, he did not make allegations, he did not insinuate wrongdoing. But here's the thing about the attention economy, and here's the thing about Meghan Markle specifically.
No, she's amazingly successful in the way that she's wormed her way in. And as you say, we don't know the full story. There are clearly lots of rumors, and people have tried to link it to Andrew. I found no evidence to support.
Prince Andrew also tells Prince Harry, I think that Meghan Markle is too old for you.
But apparently for me, that doesn't matter.
Yes.
I feel like some of those comments really stung Meghan specifically.
Oh my gosh, what is this life? I would have never predicted.
You don't have to be accused of anything when just the presence of your name in the same sentence as a royal scandal is enough to send the speculation machine into full turbo mode, and that machine, it has been running hot. Royal biographers, multiple ones, not just Lowney.
I do hope the authorities will actually pursue some of these investigations. They will bring charges, and I think if they do so, there's a very good chance that both he and Sarah Ferguson may well go to prison.
Wow, that's a revelation.
Have long described the difficulty of pinning down Meghan's early life, saying her public image has gone through so many reinventions that tracing the timeline feels like trying to follow a ghost through a funhouse mirror.
Seems fired up about is this incident where he allegedly punches Prince Andrew at a family gathering because he overhears something Prince Andrew said behind his back. This is unrelated to Meghan Markle, and I think that I've seen that get mixed up a couple of times.
Yes, it has. That's one of the problems. That
And before you scroll away thinking this is just tabloid noise, stay with me, because the layers here go deep. Let's go back, way back, to Toronto, where Meghan Markle was living while filming Suits, building a lifestyle brand, curating an image of effortless sophistication.
All pretty much the same friends that Eugenie and Beatrice had. And in 2017, Fergie gave an interview after Meghan Markle got married and everything, welcoming them into the family. And she said that she had never met Meghan Markle until...
And according to multiple accounts, doing something else entirely. Networking. Strategically. Intentionally. With surgical precision. Enter Marcus Anderson. A name you may not know, but absolutely should. A well-connected socialite and connector of worlds who allegedly played a pivotal role in introducing Meghan to the kind of circles that don't advertise themselves on Instagram.
Global membership ambassador for Soho House because he's very tight with Eugenie in New York. He's very influential. He's the best friend of Meghan Markle. He goes with her.
The kind of rooms where the guest list includes people whose names you recognize from newspaper headlines and Forbes lists and, yes, royal guest registers. Marcus Anderson allegedly helped Meghan gain access to high-profile social events in New York, the kind of events where proximity is power, where being photographed near the right person is currency.
Attended Tom Skip's wedding in Jamaica in 2017. Meghan Markle was flown in private plane, allegedly belonging to Ron Burkle. Harry flew economy plus from the United Kingdom to Jamaica. And Fergie, Eugenie, and allegedly Andrew were at that.
And where a former cable network actress could quietly transform herself into someone who belonged at a different table entirely. And I'm not saying that's wrong, I'm saying that's a strategy. And Meghan Markle executed it flawlessly. Now here's where it gets spicy. And I mean really spicy. Because in 2017, there was a low-key, intimate wedding in Jamaica that somehow turned into what insiders were calling the Meghan Show, with her presence at the event generating more whispers than the actual nuptials, and rumors began circulating.
Prince Andrew told, in your book, you talk about how Prince Andrew told Prince Harry his marriage to Meghan Markle would not last more than a month and accused him of being bonkers for not doing his due diligence into her past.
There's nothing defamatory about it. That was the one point where people were sort of cheering him on.
Exactly.
Unverified, wild, electric rumors that a controversial royal figure was somewhere in that same vicinity, and suddenly this quiet island gathering became a gossip nuclear reactor. Because when you combine Meghan Markle, a secret location, and a royal adjacency rumor, the internet does not rest, it does not sleep, it does not eat. It just speculates. Fast forward to 2021. Breaking, sort of, stay with me. When courtroom chatter started swirling that Meghan Markle's name might be pulled into a legal deposition connected to proceedings involving another royal figure, and the online frenzy that followed was
Tom Bower talks about in his book 2017, Harry violently angry over catching paparazzi in Jamaica, trying to capture him and Meghan Markle at a friend's wedding, family protecting Meghan whether she wants to admit it or not. Is the royals actually protecting Prince Andrew potentially because they're so afraid if they blow up these Meghan Markle bullying allegations that it will inspire other people who worked under Andrew to come out and be like, well, wait until you hear about what I had to deal with.
Exactly. Yeah, no, I mean, the Legion, the complaints about him, he doesn't seem to treat staff in the same way as they're not really proper people.
Absolutely unhinged in the best and worst ways simultaneously, because no subpoena materialized, no testimony happened, no formal legal action ever tied her name to anything concrete. And yet, the rumor spread across every platform like it had already happened, like it was confirmed, like there was a transcript somewhere, because that is the Meghan Markle effect in full, terrifying, fascinating operation. Now, the Lowney book resurfaces all of this because apparently the book includes claims denied by representatives for both Harry and Meghan. Let's note that clearly. That Prince Andrew allegedly criticized Meghan's age and her suitability for Prince Harry, and that genuine tensions existed between Andrew and Harry long before the Great Royal Rupture became front-page news globally. And whether those claims hold weight or not almost doesn't matter at this point, because the narrative has already escaped the building and is running down the street without shoes on. What Lowney's book accidentally proved, and I genuinely believe this was accidental, is that Meghan Markle has achieved something almost no public figure ever achieves. She has become a gravitational force in any story she touches, even tangentially, even without doing a single thing, even when the author's primary focus is an entirely different royal entirely. You can write a book about Prince Andrew. Prince Andrew, one of the most controversial figures in the entire history of the British monarchy. And the moment Meghan's name appears in the margins, she becomes the headline. That is not a coincidence. That is not bad luck. That is the result of years of deliberate image construction, strategic visibility, and what the video that inspired this deep dive called, perfectly, I think, the art of controlled chaos. Because here's what Meghan Markle has understood better than almost any celebrity of her generation. In the modern attention economy, controversy is branding, headlines are currency, and the person who stays in the conversation. for any reason, by any means, in any context, is the person who wins. She appeared at high-profile New York events before the royal engagement. She cultivated relationships with connectors and gatekeepers. She showed up in rooms where showing up was itself a power move. And then she married into the most famous family on earth, blew that up spectacularly in front of a global audience, moved to California, launched a podcast, a Netflix deal, a lifestyle brand, and kept generating headlines even when she wasn't trying to, or at least when it looked like she wasn't trying to, which may itself be the most masterful part of the entire performance. Royal biographers can't fully reconstruct her timeline. Authors who write about completely different royals find her name pulling focus from their actual subjects. Legal proceedings that never involved her trended with her name attached. A Jamaica wedding became about her without her even being the bride. And a book about the House of York has somehow reignited every rumor, conspiracy theory, and piece of unverified gossip that the internet has been sitting on for years. Because that is what happens in Meghan Markle's orbit. And it has been happening consistently enough that at some point you have to ask yourself whether any of this is truly accidental or whether we're all. Every gossip channel, every tabloid, every royal watcher, every YouTube comment section. Simply characters in a story that Meghan Markle has been quietly, brilliantly, chaotically writing for a very long time. No verified evidence ties her to the controversy surrounding the names in Lowney's book. No legal action ever materialized. No accusations were formally made, but the speculation, the headlines, the comment section's absolutely on fire right now, that's real, that's happening. That is the Meghan effect in real time, and it will keep happening because she has figured out something most celebrities never do. You don't need to control the narrative when the narrative can't stop saying your name. So, I need to know. And drop this in the comments. Right now, do you think Meghan Markle is a victim of the rumor machine or is she the one running it?